Hi everyone, welcome to Border Tanks with Stewie JP. I'm Stewie. You're not neither any of these blokes, but this is Von the Burglar from 1AR Clan, the best clan in the universe if you haven't heard. And Von's kicking us off today in not one but two Ace Tanker replays in a low tier Hold My Beer, not an extravaganza, a 2 Up Tuesday. 2 for the price of 1, only here at Get On Board Studios. Von's on Overlord, he's in the PZ. 3, 4 at tier 5. His next one's going to be a tier 8 light tank, and they're both going to be pretty epic games. Let's watch Von as he lights it up. The PZ-34, what's that, Stewie? It's a tier 5 German medium tank? Maybe it's a medium. I think it's a medium tank. We'll Google it later. But if I'm wrong, just tell me in the comments below. Who cares? Anyway, Von the Burglar. He doesn't care that he's low tier. Von's going through his tanks. He likes putting marks of excellence on them. He likes acing them. And I always giggle when I think about Von, and he sent me a few replays years ago featuring acing the turds, which was acing a few low-ish tier tanks that were not known as being excellent as far as how strong they might be. This is not one of those. This isn't a turd. In fact, this tank and the next tank are both pretty good tanks to play. The PZ-34, it's a tier 5 German medium. I think it's a medium. I'm pretty sure it's a medium tank. And it's it's one that you can get for free. You can get it by researching in the tech tree through the German lines, and you find it, you get it, you pay credits for it. Fantastic. Beautiful. Everyone's a winner. Now, Von's not top tier in this one. Low tier, Hold My Beer. This series, it started a while ago, and I reckon I like it. It's a feature where if you're not top tier, we've all seen people not top tier in a random battle in Water Tanks and giving up at the start. Going, oh, low tier, GG, I give up. Might as well drown myself. Don't do that. Don't give up. Don't even give up if you're 3 zip down. Von doesn't. You don't win battles by giving up when you're 3 down. It's only 3 tanks, for crying out loud. Anyway, the 3-4, the PZ-34, the German. It's a he's got the APCR rounds loaded, which is premium in this bad boy, 75mm gun, 110 alpha damage, 158mm of penetration with premium, 110 with standard. He's also got some high explosive rounds ready to rock and roll. That's 175 potential damage compared to the 110. Obviously less penetration at 38, but they splash a bit, you know, so it's good for tracking tanks, good for taking out artilleries or low health tanks that you might be struggling to pen if they're really low. And anyway, Von's looking over there towards the KV-1 who goes down to the Achilles. The T-150, though, that's going to hurt if the T-150 hits Von the Burglar. Luckily, he didn't shoot him, which is good. 1-3 the score. They got rid of the KV-1 not too long ago. The Achilles got that kill. Von the Burglar on Overlord, playing this ridge line like a champion. He's up to 325 hit points of damage done so far. Looking at the Cromwell. The Cromwell, of course, is tier 6, but not known for its armour. So Von will be able to pen this bad boy, no problems whatsoever. Gets him for 100 damage exactly. Brings his damage up to 425. Waiting for the Cromwell to make a move. The Cromwell looks like he might have been aiming at the AMX ELC. Looked like he may have been aiming somewhere other than Von. But the AMX 13F3, the French artillery piece, gets rid of the Cromwell at tier 6. And after a couple of kills, and this is why you never give up when you're 3 down, it's gone from 0-3 to 5-3. 5-4 now, 6-4 now. Tanks dropping off left, right and centre. Von gets hit by the T-28 to his left for 288 hit points. His damage is on 760, 196 assisted damage. And I better take a breath. But he's looking at that 150 again. The 150 is looking in Von's direction. Good map awareness. Looking at the beach. We all know about the beach on Overlord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks are on the beach on Von's team, but no one from the enemy team, which is a bit of a concern, even though they're up by 2 tanks. Puts one into the VK30-01H, a tier 5, another tier 5 German medium tank. Shoots him again. Looks like he may not be lit. And the enemy tank's no longer lit, but Von's pretty confident that he hasn't moved, so puts a few blind shots in towards. He's down to 60. He's at 60 hit points, which is 59 hit points more than he needs. 6-4 the score. Looking at the VK, desperately wants to get that kill. Where's that red outline? We've all done this. He's just being a bit of a tease. The VK shoots Von for 133. Von takes up the kill. Fair enough trade. 7-5 the score now. 1 kill to Von the Burglar, who's down to 209 hit points, which is 208 more than he needs. 1,027 hit points of damage done so far. 196 assisted damage. Now, it doesn't matter that you're low tier in these scenarios. There's that T150 again. Can we zoom out and see the T150 looks like he's aiming in Von's general direction. 7-6 the score. We've lost a couple of friendly tanks. We also still have two tanks, both top tier tanks that should be mentioned. Two top tier heavy tanks, both stranded on the beach. Some of the other tanks that were on the beach have now been sent back to the grey. Oh, the Achilles has come back. But some of the others have gone down. The T-34-85M got taken out, I think, over there to Von's right. And now the scoreboard not looking as great as it once was. Looking for he knows he's going to be spotted here. Looks for the elevation to get a shot on the T-150. Shoots and doesn't penetrate the Tier 6 Russian heavy tank. The T-150 aims back in Von's direction again, knowing that Von's even though Von's a Tier 5, Von's the real threat to the T150 from where he is, because he's got side shots on the tank. Kills just a lazy kill. Casually turns around and kills the Su-85. Sends the Tier 5 Russian tank destroyer back to the garage. The T150 now advancing towards the M10 RBFM, and that gives Von the chance to do what medium tanks are great at, and it's flank him. He just doesn't have the gun depression to shoot the T150, so he backs up. He's thinking, I'm going to miss. Oh, look at all this damage I'm missing out on. T150's down to 154. Shoots him, takes him down to 21 hit points. The RBFM gets a kill, and that brings the score back to 11-7. 2 kills to Von the Burglar from 1AR clan, the best clan in the universe. Currently recruiting. Send us a message if you want to apply. There's also 1ARM if you're not interested in the competitive nature of clan wars and all that cool stuff that 1AR like to do. Good times guaranteed. And did I mention shenanigans? Saturday night shenanigans at 1AR. It's where you want to be. Might be Sunday nights at times, depending on what's happening on the global map, but guaranteed laughs, guaranteed good times, and guaranteed high fives all round. 11-8 the score now. Von on 2 kills. 1,243 hit points of damage. 293 assisted damage. I thought that Achilles was on the enemy team. Then nearly gave himself a heart attack. 11-8. They're looking really good on the scoreboard now, but still these two heavy tanks, these two top tier heavy tanks, still out of the game. Still coming around towards the enemy cap now. And I think this is why so many people suggest that going beach is not always the right thing to do, because those tanks, those two top tier heavy tanks, now they've got 3 kills between them, it must be said, but they from what I'm looking at on Von's game, they've been out of the game for some time. The artillery goes down, the AMX-13 F3. You won't be too happy. The enemy Wolverine, last spotted down there, spotted now by the M10 RBFM, down in what's that, J6. Von looking for a shot on the Wolverine, knowing he can pen, no problems whatsoever. Just gets a wiggle of an outline, shoots and kills the Wolverine. That brings the score back to 12-10. And then we haven't won this game yet, folks. 12-10 is the score. The two heavy tanks still out of the game. There's the two enemy tanks currently spotted or last spotted in the middle. The A20's lit. The PZ-4H Ancal hasn't been spotted for a bit, but we know they're still going to be roughly in the middle. There he is. Those two top tier heavy tanks out of the game. And even though they're winning by a tank, 12-11, because the Achilles goes down to the Hummel, or is it the Hummel? It's now a 2 versus 2 in the south, and the two heavy tanks still searching for that artillery in the north. The A20 going full YOLO towards the Nashorn, and Von der Burglar clearly sees these things. I've got to help this guy, otherwise I'm going to be on my own here. The Nashorn kills the PZ-4H Ancal. Von comes around, gets around the Russian Tier 5 light tank, the A20. Down goes the Nashorn to the artillery. Now it's a 1 versus 1. Von against the A20, I should say, shoots the A20, takes him down to a one-shot. Von on 209 hit points, and I think he knows he's going to be hit by Artie soon. No, Artie gets found at the heavy tanks, finally find the artillery piece, and now it's a 1 versus 1. Von the Burglar versus the A20. Egg my eggs. That's a good in-game name. Must play that egg game on the phone, maybe. I'm not too sure. Well, I'm just going to keep him spotted here. He's auto-aimed on the light tank. He's on 13 hit points. What does the A20 do? Can Von bounce a shot? Can Von take a shot from the A20? Doesn't matter, because he finds him, he shoots him, brings up his 4th kill, and between you and me, I reckon he's carried the hell out of that game. I reckon that was a pretty good battle. Let's have a look at the result before we move on to the next replay. And this low tier Hold My Beer 2 Up Tuesday, 2 ace tankers for the price of 1. You guessed it, folks, only here at Get On Board Studios. Von the Burglar, absolute gentleman. Nice bloke, met him in real life too, and can be funny when he wants to be funny. Pretty could have been a stand-up comedian. Maybe. Anyway, Ace Tanker Mastery Badge from the Burglar from 1AR. In the PZ-34 Bruiser Medal, Fighter, Fire for Effect. He topped the score charts clearly. He topped the score charts with 1,779 hit points of damage, 1,065 base. Sorry, he topped the score charts with the base experience, 1,065, 4 kills, 1,779 damage done, 4 kills. The KV-1S, who was out of the game for a long time, got top damage, so... Sorry, I was wrong. Maybe the beach is the place to go. His friend, the VK36, only did 100 damage, though. So I stand by what I said about the other top-tier heavy tank in that game. KV-1S obviously did the most of the legwork down there on the beach, but the VK. Anyway, Von carried the hell out of that one. Top scores. He fired 21 shots, 19 hit, 18 penetrated, and he even made credits there, folks. Had battle payments turned on, which gave an extra 12, nearly 13,000 credits. He only made a little bit. Remember, this is not a premium tank. This is a standard tank. And Von was also firing full APCR, which is premium in this bad boy, and might have been running food as well, paying full price for it. But with clan boosters, you can do that and still make credits. Not bad for a 10-minute game. Not bad game. Speaking of On the Burglar, let's have a look at game number 2. And yes, I did. Yes, I did Google it. The PZ-34 was a medium tank. Okay, just in case. Just in case. Nobody's sure. This is Von the Burglar with the ELC EVA 90. Now, the ELC EVA 90 is a Tier 8 premium French light tank. It's an absolute ripper. It looks good. It's fun to play. It's a little bit of a... You could call it a bit of a troll tank, if you like. Probably the best camouflage value in the game, certainly at Tier 8. Maybe not in the whole game, but... quite possibly at Tier 8. 1-zip the score. Von the Burglar's already got his first kill, and this is a brand new map as well. Not only a brand new map, but he's also on a mission. He's on a mission for the Object 260, LT mission number 13, where he needs to do 2,000 assisted damage. Also needs to do 2,500 hit points of damage. Let's see if he can get them. Let's see how he goes. This is a brand new map called Safe Haven. Loosely based, and I say loosely because it is loosely based on the old port map. If you remember that, if you've been playing this game for as long as I have, the old port map. If you flip it, I think if you flip the map upside down, it'll look a little bit more like the old port map. But there's a lot of differences. So when I say loosely, I mean loosely. 1-zip the score. Von the Burglar's got the first kill, 761 damage done, 559 assisted damage. Now, he's on a mission. He's on a low-tier hold my beer. He's on the mission for the LT number 13, for the Object 260, which we just mentioned. He wants to do 2,500 damage, and he wants 2,000 spotting. Well, he's already got 1,041 assisted damage. This is low-tier hold my beer as well stuff, folks. Don't worry about that. Now, if you look at the in-game underneath the scoreboard, you can turn this on in your settings if you haven't already. It shows you how you're going on the missions. It's number 13, light tap mission 13, there where my mouse is. That's the assisted damage, 1,041, and that's a damage done, 761, which is also listed down here. It's gone up to 1,276. This part here, which looks like it's locked, that's to win and survive. That's for the primary conditions for that mission. He's also on a mission for the 279E. Look out. Which we won't know till the end of the game to get a fighter or a Top Gun award. We'll see how he goes at the end of that one. But this mission's for the Object. Is it the Object 260? I'm not sure. Puts one into the side of the Ferdinand. Gets some assisted damage as well for that one. Brings his damage done up to 986. Now, I remember talking to Von about this because this is a bit of a tricky one. As a light tank, you might like to do assisted damage, and this, the main mission for this one is to do 2,000 assisted damage, which is just about got. But to do 2,500 damage as well, you got to, it's a kind of mission you can't do down at Tier 5 or 6. I mean, for the 160 missions, I think it might be. Can't go too low anyway. Spots out the ISU 152K. Waits for the gun turret. Let's talk about the gun, Stewie. You've been waffling on for far too long. APCR is premium on this bad boy. It's a 90mm gun. Hence the name, ELC Even 90. It's a 90mm gun. 220 alpha damage. 215mm of penetration. That's with premium. It's 175 with standard. Shoots and kills the enemy at ELC even 9. He brings his damage up to 1100. Now he's going to unload the clip into the enemy light tank, the LTTB. The Waffenträger Aufpanzer 4 picks up that kill. That brings the score up to 6-4. Now, low tier, hold my beer as well, folks. This is a tier 8 light tank in a tier 10 game. The tier 10s on the enemy tank, the Object 277 and the Object 268, both very, very strong tanks. And on Von's team, the T57 Heavy on pretty low health, as well as the Badger seems to be copping a bit of a hiding over there in the north. Speaking of the north, look at the mini-map. Lots of enemy tanks last spotted down here in the south. Von's got binoculars and a camouflage net on this bad boy, which a lot of people use on the ELC Even 90 because it's got such great camo value anyway. You really exacerbate it by firing up your camo net. And to get the spotting, which is what the light tank's job is, the binoculars are going to help that. He's also running food, which is going to help his vision and his camo as well. It's also going to help his reload time. One of the few things that you can put on a tank to help your reload time in an autoloader, this is a 3-shot autoloader, you can't mount a gun rammer in an autoloader, in any autoloader, or in any auto reloader, I don't think. I know you're used to though, so I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments below if I am. 1,569 hit points of damage done so far. 2,252 assisted damage. He's already got the assisted damage part of this mission, and that's why it's highlighted in green with a tick. And it gave a little ping in the game to let us know that he did that not too long ago. He's on the mission for the LT-30, Object 260. His team are looking okay, 7-4, but he still needs a little bit more damage. He still needs another 1,000 hit points of damage. 2,500 damage he needs to do. He's done 1,569. So he's certainly on a start, but he's not silly enough to realise that he's not silly enough to think that YOLOing straight into all these enemy tanks is the right thing to do, searching for that damage, because he's got no backup whatsoever. His team aren't looking too bad in the north, despite just losing the T57 Heavy. Sees the ISU 152K. Now, I think Von put some damage or got some assisted damage into that ISU 152K not too long ago. Is going to try to keep some of these enemy spots. Still wants to make sure he wins this game. That's a secondary condition as well. Win and survive. So YOLOing for this damage is probably not the right thing to do, at least not now, while there's still plenty of tanks left. He only needs to get off. What's the alpha again? The alpha is 220. So that's potentially 660 damage, which won't get him the damage that he needs. So he needs to get 2 more clips off, or at least part of it. Shoots and misses the Waffenträger. Get some more assisted damage on the ISU 152K. Misses a Waffenträger by a whisker. 11-6 the score now. 4 enemy tanks remain. All 4 have been last spotted in the southwestern part of where Von is. 11-6 the score, 1,569 hit points of damage done, 2,589 assisted damage. Best thing about assisted damage, folks, don't forget, is you don't have to pay for the bullets. And with Glylock out, the STG's gotten real cheeky. One's willing that gun to reload, staying away from the gun of the STG. He knows he's spotted. He doesn't need 6 cents to see that. He's like, load, you little bastard, load. Shoots the STG once, twice, 3 times, and then he's got to run. He's like, come on, someone help me. He's nearly got the damage. He's up to 2,252 of the 2,500 hit points of damage done. He gets shot once by the STG for 400 hit points. Now, the STG can't one-shot him now if his alpha is 400, but he doesn't want to... the STG goes down to the Scorpion G. Thank you, Scorpion G, one will be saying. And he's like, wow, got away with that. He needs one more damage. He needs 248 damage. He needs 248 damage. So he needs 2 more shots of damage to get this mission. He's already got the spotting damage of 2,000. He's well above that. He's on 2,589. Damage done, he needs 2,500, and he's done 2,252. Now he'll be W keying as quick as he can. His teammate, are they capping or are they just moving through the base? Hopefully they're just moving through the base. The Waffenträger Aufpanzer 4 and the Rimir Borsig Waffenträger both easily going to be able to penetrate. He just needs to get 2 more shots of damage in. He's got 3 bullets ready to rock and roll. The Scorpion G is flying forward. Look out, the Object 268. How did the 268 get behind them? The 268 kills the Scorpion G, unfortunately, and there are 2 tanks capping. He's going straight for the Borsig and the Waffenträger. Hopefully they will be aiming towards their cap. There's 20 seconds left on the cap. Briefly looks back thinking, oh, can I get damage into the 268? Probably can't. 15 seconds left. You don't want to risk a bounce. Looking for these 2 tank destroyers. Oh, the Waffle. Got to go for the Waffle. He misses his first shot. He shoots at Waffle once. He shoots it again. Now the Borsig shoots at Von the Burglar. Misses his shot. Von backing right up. Remember, he wants to win and survive to get this for honours. He's got the spotting damage. He's got the damage done. They could have, at 500 alpha damage, they could have killed him. Ballsy move, but with only 6 seconds left on the cap, he really wanted to get in there. Hopefully the Object 268 is not looking Von the Burglar's way. The team have capped it out. He'll take that, no problems whatsoever. Why Von's team have decided to... He shoots and kills... He shoots and kills the Borsig as well. Did they get off the cap then? No, they didn't. They didn't get off the cap. I was thinking, why would they want to cap this when there's only one tank left? But they do. But who cares? Bond's pretty happy. Got the win. Scored pretty well, despite being a tier 8 light tank in a tier 10 game with some... And the 268 was left alive. I don't know what the 268 was thinking. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. You also got the Spotter Medal, Bruiser, Fire for Effect. He got 2,929 hit points of damage in that game. Not the top score by damage, but about, was that third? Third top score by damage, top by XP. Of course, you do get a bonus XP when you're low tier. When you're getting spotting damage or damage done against higher tier vehicles like the Waffenträger, I think he would have got some spotting damage in the 268 at some point. And 1,377 base experience. He fired 15 shots, 13 hit, and they all penetrated. 2,589 assisted damage. What's the best thing about assisted damage again? You don't have to pay for your bullets. Speaking of paying for your bullets, you made 86,500 credits. That's after tax in a premium account in that 9.5 minute game. I did mention 1AR recruiting and those battle payments, 1AR every night. Tier 10 credit boosters, and it just helps. It just helps with your credit. If he was firing standard, he probably would have made, I'd guess, 150,000 credit. I'm fighting myself playing tier 7 and tier 8 premium tanks with these clan boosters running and personal reserves. I'm often making close to 200,000 credits after tax with a premium account in a half decent game. Von the Burglar, you're an absolute gentleman, mate. Thank you for being an epic part of 1AR. If you want to join 1AR, folks, just shoot me a message on Discord, contact one of the officers in-game, via Discord, whatever you like. You're mad if you don't. It's a great place to be. It really is. All the greats were here at one stage. Don't forget that. Von, thank you very much for the ELC Even 90. High five on the mission. And of course, the 3-4, whatever you want to call it. It is a medium tank. We Googled it in between games. And low tier, hold my beer. Von doesn't care if he's low tier. In fact, he likes the extra XP that you pick up when you are. And more opportunities when you're low tier in that ELC Even 90 game. But more opportunities for missions and stuff. Anyway, if you've haven't already, like, subscribe, get on board, all that kind of stuff. I'm Stewie JP, World of Tanks community contributor for Wargaming Australia, playing out of sunny Melbourne. We're also on Twitch. Twitch schedule coming very soon. Links down below. Von, once again, thank you very much. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care and see you all next time.